Today, we're about to discuss safety in the workshop. But first, what is safety? Safety is the condition of being protected from or unlikely to cause danger, risk, or injury. It is similar to well-being. Second, what is workshop? A workshop is a room or building in which goods are manufactured or repaired. In this graph, we have 7 types of accidents. First, overexertion and strain, followed by falling or jumping. Third, stepping on, striking against, or struck by objects. Fourth, others, maybe human errors. Fifth, caught in object. Sixth, struck by falling object. And lastly, exposure or contact with extreme temperature, electric current, hazardous chemicals, or radiation. In this second graph, we are presenting 7 agents of accident. First is the working environment. The working environment could be dangerous for some mechanic, especially when the fumes that we inhale are very toxic and some tools are scattered around. Second, materials, chemical, and radiation. Followed by third, equipment. Fourth, means of transport and lifting equipment. Fifth, others. Sixth, crate and other containers. Seventh, machines. Machines can be harmful if it's not used properly. Inside a workshop, there is something that we call safety precaution, an action taken in advance to protect against possible danger, failure, or injury. In other words, a safety precaution is a precaution that is taken in order to ensure that something is safe and not dangerous. So, what are the things that we should consider inside a workshop? First is accidents. It is an unfortunate incident that happens unexpectedly and unintentionally. It may cause injury, death of people, or damage the equipment inside the workshops. Accident can harm the human condition or the environmental condition. The second thing that we need to consider inside a workshop is the hazard. What is hazard? It is anything that has the potential to cause harm or danger. Most hazards are dormant or potential, with only a theoretical risk of harm. However, once a hazard becomes active, it can possibly create an emergency situation. I can say that being an aircraft mechanic is very risky because maintaining aircraft involves a complex group of skills including diagnosing, cleaning, restoring, testing, and replacing equipment. The dangers that can be experienced by aircraft mechanics are: first, inhalation of carbon monoxide and other dangerous fumes. Second, vibration injuries and other ergonomic issues. Third, toxic spills and skin irritation. Fourth, hearing loss from aircraft noise. And fifth, maybe some kidney disease from chemical exposure. That is why aircraft mechanics should follow the rules during work or operation, like wearing proper attire or equipment to prevent some risk like skin irritation. And also, mechanics should be fit to work to avoid danger or accidents. PPE or personal protective equipment is a mandatory type of equipment that employees have to wear prior entering the workplace to protect them from the risks in their work environment. Employees must wear head protection, ear protection, and must have tidy hairstyle. Also, close-fitting high-buttoned overalls, close-fitting cuffs, no rings or watch, eye protection, cuffless trousers, insulated soles, and reinforced footwear. Head protection protects the mechanic's head from impact and penetration by falling or flying objects and from high voltage shock and burn. Next is ear protection. Ear protection protects the ears and the hearing of some mechanics from loud machines. Next is the overalls. Overalls are a type of garment usually used as protective clothing when working. Last is the safety shoes or reinforced footwear, which protects the foot from falling objects or compression. Safe working environment. A safe working environment always keeps its workplace safe, efficient, and tight. Tools and equipment must be placed and returned at its original safe position to ensure that people inside the hangar are not in danger, and to prevent some accidents like stepping on a sharp object and misplacing tools.
Risk and hazard. The term risk and hazard is often used interchangeably because of quite similar meaning between the two of it. A good example is if there was a spill of water in a room, then the water would present a sleeping hazard to a person passing through it. If the access to that area was prevented by a physical barrier, then the hazard would remain, though the risk would be minimized. So risk and hazard collectively leads to accident. Risk assessment for safety. A risk assessment would involve identifying a hazard and then evaluating the risk in the light of precaution to reduce the danger or remove it. Here are some examples of hazard under unsafe environmental conditions: slippery floors, untidy work areas, cluttered walkways, unsecured handrails, defective tools, spilled chemicals, poor ventilation, lack of equipment, excessive noise. Now, here are the hazards under unsafe human conditions: apathy, boredom, negligence, disobedience, showing off, overconfidence, stress, lack of fitness, incorrectly work dress, drug and alcohol abuse.